Welcome back to Get Moving TV. My next guest, I met in one of the odder fashions. They were looking for sponsors for a salsa festival, and that's how we met. But then there's a lot more behind it too. So.
Oh yeah.
So, Amanda, tell us what you're doing now, and we'll talk more about the other parts of it too.
Well, currently, ever since Salsa Festival, I kind of relaunched my career, and because of raising money, it relaunched my career as a model and actress and dancer.
So what were we raising money for?
We were raising money for the Landon Pediatric Foundation, your wonderful pediatric foundation, for type 1 and type 2 diabetic children, as well as families.
So what we've been able to do with that money is we have a monitor from Dexcom where I know every blood sugar for 7 days in a row, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So people aren't coming into the clinic with just one poke, or they forgot to poke themselves and so forth. So I mean, it's a long kind of thing. We've just been talking about cystic fibrosis and really the complications of uncontrolled diabetes. You can lose your limbs, your liver, your eyes, and so do you know anyone with diabetes yourself? Maybe.
I am a type 1 diabetic, and I know several people that have diabetes, and because of all the work that we have done in the past and the work through Facebook, I have met thousands of diabetics, and we are all able to connect now and share stories and really stand up to fight against diabetes and make healthy choices every single day.
We've had earlier shows with food share, just that people are insecure with their food, but we have this massive epidemic of obesity, and we have the type 2 diabetes, where the body just goes, oh my gosh, there's so much fat cells there that we can't make enough insulin. They become insulin resistant, and that's something that can be treated with diet and exercise.
Absolutely. Type 2, in my opinion, I know there's a lot of research and a lot of money being funded towards curing type 2, but I think the real cure is the prevention of type 2 and taking responsibility every day for yourself and eating the right things and knowing what is in your food and knowing how to balance your meals and getting the right amount of exercise. It's very, very important, and it's not expensive. I know that there are people out there struggling financially. It's just making the right food choices. It's knowing how to portion control and studying the science of food, getting on the internet and reading what is in your food and knowing what it is, staying away from bleached flour and sugar and too many simple carbs really is a problem right now in America. And also the chemicals that they're adding into food and the genetically modified food is also a huge problem. So do the research. Also look up the different organizations you can join online to fight against genetically modified food, because that's really important right now, and that's causing a huge epidemic in children for type 2.
Well, for you, you have to count carbs, literally, and so when we look at a can of soda, if you caught the child in the other room with a 12-ounce glass of water and a sugar bowl, and they put a teaspoon of sugar and stirred it up, you go, well, that's kind of cute. But if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teaspoons of sugar, oh my gosh, is mom coming? Well, that's your can of soda.
Or more.
And so we need to rethink our drink, is what we
Absolutely.
Is what we talked about.
I can honestly say I don't endorse any sodas. I don't even endorse the diet sodas. I know that a lot of people want to have a drink with their meal. I look at also the different sugar substitutes, and they also have problems. I try to go for the natural as much as possible. Tea, water. If you're going to drink something, drink a fruit juice, but just monitor your sugar and be very careful with what you put in your body.
Well, as you're relaunching your career, I know you have an interest in shoes and.
Absolutely. Who doesn't? What lady doesn't?
Above and beyond. But you've also gotten into social marketing too, in terms of your career and letting people know what's out there. How have you introduced? How have you kept social marketing as part of what you do?
Well, getting involved with the different diabetes foundations out there, We Are Diabetes, which is like a Facebook for diabetics that connects to your Facebook and Twitter accounts. To Diabetes, also, same thing, Diabetic Angels. These are all organizations for type 1 and type 2 diabetics that you can Twitter, connect with, blog, and find out what everyone's doing to keep themselves healthy, and know that you're not alone. Because of all the advocacy that I do, I've also been fortunate enough to have the interest of other artists out there who, because of their art, are now connecting to other diabetics. I'm working with a sculptor by the name of David Richardson, who is doing a series of strong women. I am honored to be one of the first sculptures made. He is doing the art of burlesque and samba, a combo of something that I do. And through that, he has sparked the interest of a lot of diabetics. And he's also sparked the interest of a lot of celebrities. So now celebrities are looking at his art, and they're also getting educated on diabetes, and they're wanting to get involved. So it's become a very interesting circle of relationships, and it's a really wonderful, positive thing, and I'm very grateful for all the friends that I've made through Facebook and these organizations.
I know a lot of 12-year-old girls or 10, 8-year-old, 6, 5s are in front of the mirror and imagining themselves on stage, and somehow you've made it there and kept yourself there. It's kind of a full-time job. What kind of work are you involved in now, since I already know the answer?
Well, right now I'm currently working on a movie that will be coming out in the next year. It's going to be touring film festivals. I've been fortunate enough to be cast in a very interesting role in the movie Frozen Tundra. It's an independent film. I've also been able to do several interviews. I just have a segment of The Doctors coming out, so I've been fortunate enough to do that, and several modeling jobs, and I've got a cover coming out with Your Health Care magazine. I'm very excited for that. So that will be coming out shortly. So because of social networking and a lot of Facebook friends and fans, I have been able to connect in all sorts of ways to better my career and to also continue my advocacy for good health and diabetes. And
tell us a little bit about your day, because I think you end your day a little late. And
I have, well, depending on what's going on in entertainment, I don't have an everyday schedule. Most people get up early in the morning. I am not one of those people. Most of my life happens after 4 o'clock in the afternoon to the early part of the morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And because of that lifestyle, I take my shots differently. And regardless of what my day is like, I take my shots from the moment I get up in the morning for my first meal and I'm taking my last shot at 1:30 in the morning. So even if I'm on a schedule where I'm going to bed by 9, 10 o'clock at night, I still have to set an alarm and wake up and take my shot at 1:30 every day consistently.
And then what's your routine like? So,
I have a very consistent diet. I eat the same things every single day. I eat an organic diet of Indian food. I found that the spices in curry and some of their other dishes have helped balance blood sugar and have regulated things with my thyroid. And I'm able to keep my blood sugars under control. I run a glucose of 6.2, so I'm doing pretty well, and we're proud of that.
And then how about your exercise regimen? Because exercise will definitely suck the sugar right out. So.
Absolutely. Because of my schedule and because of the types of dancing that I do have to monitor a lot. I do run more lows than highs, which is pretty consistent with most type 1 diabetics, I would say. Depending on what you've eaten during the day and how much exercise you do tend to drop. So I suffer from both hypoglycemia and the high blood sugars. I have a very active dance schedule, and because of my high power cardio Brazilian samba, which definitely keeps my weight down and keeps me in shape, it also keeps my blood sugars where they're supposed to be, and it's very important. It's been definitely a key to keeping my diabetes under control.
I know you're a fan of burlesque. So tell us, what's the definition of burlesque?
Burlesque, well, there's several different definitions of burlesque. I'm a burlesque performer that tends to be more on the cleaner, more conservative side of burlesque, and also authentic. I follow more of the dance styles of Gypsy Rose Lee, with the exception of I have a dance company that does burlesque and cabaret and international cabaret, which means we also do dances from other countries, like Brazilian samba. We do the art of striptease. We do keep our clothes on. We have props, and we do the art of the quick change costume. So we do not reveal anything that's inappropriate or would make anybody feel uncomfortable, and we also use comedy as well in our shows.
So the old baggy pants kind of comedian?
Absolutely, absolutely. We poke fun at ourselves, and we do it in a very glamorous way.
Is there a particular comedian you work with?
I do work with a host of my show. His name is Vincent Mann. He's a fabulous entertainer. He is also a great screenplay writer, and he has a one-man show called The Last Hippie, an American, a Western novel. So he's an absolutely fabulous. You can find him on my Facebook.
All right,
befriend him.
Yep, we will, we will. Well, Amanda, we're going to be right back. I think you're going to be maybe looking a little different than you are now. So, America, get ready for your new exercise routine. We'll be right back.
Keep the cameras rolling, guys. Don't keep them running. Okay, so now you're going to come back in. You're going to do a hard close. So, Amanda, thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck. Okay. We need a hard close. Right?
Okay.
Okay, stand by. 5, 4.
Ventura, people with chronic illness lead full, entire lives. With modern science, technology, with your help and fundraising, there's no reason for anyone in Ventura not to be leading a full, active life. So Ventura, it's time for you to eat right and get moving.